YouTube. Seeing a lot of reflectivity in that bottle over there. Just ignore that. See how bright that is? It's actually the light. LED. So that thing that's happening with the circle, it's called lens flare. I move the lens, it flares off of the camera lens. And so I've used this before. Now this here is an amp meter, but it hasn't been wired in, and I've got this strange thing from a microwave, the white thing here. It's a capacitor of sorts, and it's quite a high and strong capacitor, I think. Can't really see it. Oh, this is a good shot. But it says 20 volts, something or other. So this here is a plasma generator, which has a microphone in it. This shiny thing here, I think. Oh no, it's the one over there. So if you switch it on to the left, it's off, and to the middle it's running, to the right it's microphone. So I put a speaker in here with bass tones going. The arc that comes out of this wire, for some reason it's just one wire. Now the wiring coming in it is 12 volts DC. I don't think you can really see back there well, but there's an engraving on the side. The lighting's shit with this camera for some reason. Yeah, AC 12 volts. So basically it has all those kind of chips, capacitors everywhere, a main switch which has selectors, 3 modes. So there you can see the transistor. I know about transistors, and capacitors hold the amount of power, and resistors slow it down. Okay, so it has those things. It has a semi-high voltage, whatever the hell that black thing is, and it comes out into a wire. So what I do is I know a Tesla coil has capacity with a transistor, and it has so it has a transistor for power goes in, releases, there's the emitter, and it has to reach a certain voltage, the sender and the other thing. Okay, so when it reaches a certain limitation, which is 12 volts for this, then the voltage comes out, and usually this is inside of a big bulb thing. The bulb, well that's full of argon gas, but this is actually connected to some steel foil which goes inside the centre of the bulb but not into the actual gas space, but because its proximity is close, the volt's attached to it. So what I've got here is a couple of old bulbs that I got from a couple of old lamps. See, here's a lamp. See, so that's a incandescent lamp. But anyway, get on with the point. What you do is you find a way to earth this, pull off the top, pull off the rubber thing, throw away the bulb, it's a bunch of rubbish. Yeah, sure, it shows all these volts, and that's cool. But I want to do it in real life, in air, in oxygen. I was wondering if we could do it in oxygen, and sure enough, I can jump an arc to anything that might be grounding it. And Tesla used to use neon bulbs. So these are neon bulbs, no, not wired to any supply, electricity, and I was making another Tesla coil. I've got these incense things in here, they're just stored here. But I was running an experiment, now the bloody thing falls down. So what I want to do, I was mucking around with a TV that I dismantled, and there was all this copper. So I wound it left to go negative and right for the positive. But if you look carefully, these bulbs, there's nothing special about them. So anyway, I just put them within proximity of the plasmatic field that comes out from the arc. Do you understand that? Okay, I said that quickly, but hopefully people have brains. So here's a power supplier, provides 12 volts, which I need, which is here, about here. Well, I think it's pointing in between those two main ones. So there's 5, 10, 15, 20. It goes right up to 20, but it doesn't never go 20 amps. And the volt, sorry, is on this side. The red means maximum capacitance of what it should run on or whatever. So it's 13.8. But this only requires 12. But I found this little cunning trick. So I hacked up the cord that was had a transformer. Doesn't use a transformer. I tie a knot in the one that's positive, so I know I try not to let the wires touch anything metal. These are kind of metal. There's plastic on this one and it's metal. Cameraman, you gotta stick. So anyway, the positive's red, as we all know. The negative seems to be crossing it, which is not a great idea because it can influence the circuit. Sorry, over there. Yeah, and anyway, I don't really give a shit. So it goes, switch it on, and it goes. So right now, switch it on. It's on the middle, so it'll run. Now when you look at the end, if I touch it on things that could be grounded, the table is wood, the legs, they're metal, and the carpet where the house is grounded. If I touch it, it doesn't do much. Okay, so the reason why is because the voltage is too low. You see that? It is. I crank it up to 12, and you'll see that. As long as I don't be stupid enough to put my hand on it, I can show you a little trick. Okay, it shouldn't fuck my pacemaker too much. If I touch this wire here, you can't see it. But touching this to the bulb, there's a slight tinge. So it's got some metals in there or something. The bulb doesn't work. So it seems like bullshit, right? So I come up with a plan. I've got this thing here, this red thing here. What I'm going to do, I'm turn it around. The lower voltage one is the one I want to use. But all I really wanted, you turn it upside down, use this shelf. The shelf part of it, which is higher amps. And I turn this around this way, like as I had running before, which you don't know because it fell down. But get the camera on the job. Yeah, so I had it like this. Or maybe it was this way. Yeah, I think it was that way. I was just trying to keep it level. And then this was a second. There's a fan, 12 volt fan. But it can't work with only just one wire. So basically what you do is you just move this to the capacitor until it jumps the arc. You can see it jump an arc. That's what you want. You see, the idea is that if you jump arcs, you get free energy from the electricity travelling through the air, picks up free energy. And you get the other arc and you produce it to come off that side. And the bulbs aren't glowing. Now I moved this shit away, even the old Tesla curve that I was making, and I just stuck a bit of copper on and I was connecting them by that way. So I'll take that copper off, put that aside. That's rubbish. There's no batteries, it's just plain old. But when it gets close, oops, as long as the arc's going and it's within close range of the power area where the sparking's going off, because the bulbs are full of neon gas, they will be affected by the electromagnetic field. So there you go, the bulb's running for free, and free environmental energy. So if you twiddle with them, get a better arc. Jumping arc is better, as long as it's distant. As distant as you can get it. And as long as you look for the brightness of the bulbs, the brighter they are. Okay. And then you can just turn the power down to the left and it continues to go. So I'm wondering why is that